What's going on, guys? Jacoborth back here with another video of Jacob's Life in Vegas to talk to you guys today about jobs, or finding a job, I'll say, right? Or some of the questions I get about jobs about, Las Vegas, right? So people ask me, oh, are there any jobs in Vegas, right? I hear there's no jobs in Vegas. Is that true? Or how long will it take to find a job? How hard is it? Those kind of questions. Is it easy to get a job in Vegas? And I get those fairly often, which is of course expected, because I got a channel where a lot of people are getting ready to move to Vegas, and you need a place to live. So in order to get a place to live, you kind of have to have money to keep the roof over your head, right? So first thing I'll say, yeah, there's jobs in Vegas. Okay, don't ever ask me don't ever say something like, I heard there's no jobs in Vegas. Is that true? It's like, no, we do not have a 100% unemployment rate, okay? That would be like economic meltdown for an area to have that happen. Yes, there are jobs. Yes, there are people who do have jobs. Some have one job, some have two jobs, some have even more than that, okay? So the big things to remember, though, when people ask me, this one I'll talk about, like, how long will it take to find a job, or it's just like, how hard is it, like, how long will it take? Okay, those are pretty hard for me to answer, right? And everybody hates that answer, because everybody wants, people, I shouldn't say everybody, but a lot of people want like this nice, like box, one size fits all answer for, how it's going to be when they get here. But that isn't the case. It doesn't exist, never has, never will. So here's what I will say. There are jobs available here. There definitely are. There are a lot of entry-level jobs here. I give numerous examples of entry-level jobs. Actually, the ebook I wrote about moving here to Vegas and making that transition mentally, I do a whole section in that book about jobs and just jobs you can get to just start off as you're working here. And I'll put the link for that ebook down below in the description. So go in the description and you can get the ebook if you want to get that. It's a cheap book. It's not going to break the bank to buy it. I do a whole section there on jobs that you have, just like entry-level jobs to start off. And as I've lived here, I've talked to people who have gotten jobs here. Some did move here on a complete whim. Like when I was driving for Uber early on, I remember picking up this one young guy, he's a 19-year-old guy from the Sacramento area, and he came out here. His brother already moved here, and he came out here like right after graduation, had like no plan, had hardly any money, and had to hustle his way to get a job. He had no car, right? I'm picking him up, taking him to work, and he was working at a cell phone store. 19 years old, working at a cell phone store, getting like, 10, 12 bucks an hour, whatever it was. Plus he could get like commissions if he sold certain packages for the phones, certain data plans and things like that. The guy just had to get it going and get moving, right? And I remember even asking him, I said, was it hard for you to find a job? People tell me they think it's hard here to find a job. And he was like, nah. Because if people say that, I think that you're just being lazy. 19 years old, that was this guy's answer, right? That is awesome for someone his age. Because there's a lot of people older than that who have much more pessimistic attitudes. But he came here and the guy had to hustle to get a job. There was somebody in the comments on the video I did about moving to Vegas with no job and no money. And there was a young girl who said she had to get 2 crappy jobs when she first got here, right? I said in that video that's a very real possibility, and that's exactly what happened to her. She had to get 2 crappy jobs to make ends meet for a while, and then she was able to get one job that she liked, and then she was off and running from there. So when you come here, you can get a job pretty early. You can get a job right away. It may not be a great one. Okay, I'm gonna say that. And I'm talking a job. I'm not saying your career will be set when you get here. I'm not saying it's gonna be the greatest job you ever had. I'm not saying that it's gonna be easy street. It may very well be a job that sucks. You may very well have to do that and just suck it up for several weeks or several months or whatever it is. You may have to get 2 of those just to get started. But remember, it's not forever. It is not forever if you get those jobs. If you get a couple jobs that suck, it's not forever, okay? You're just getting started here. You don't know anybody. You have nobody to impress, okay? So don't freak out about it. So, yes, there's jobs. I don't know how long it's gonna take you to get a job. I really don't. I came for a week before I moved here to look for work, and I came in person, got to meet people face to face, talk to them. They knew I was serious because I was obviously here, and I was able to get hired at a place, and I had to go through the certifications, and I went back to California, and then a few weeks later I came back to Vegas and was able to start work. Okay, they saw me in person, they knew I was serious. If you're not able to get out here, for a week or so before you move here, and you just have to move here with whatever cash you have and just start working, then you better get here and you better hurry when you do. When you get here, you better hit the ground running, and you better get to good work at finding a job somewhere. Just do it to get some money coming in. There's plenty of jobs here that are, 10, 12 bucks an hour. Sometimes you can get tips, sometimes you can get a little commission for them. They may not be the best, but it's gonna get you started. It's gonna get money coming in. So as far as how hard it is, really that's up to you. Like, it really is. It really, really is. How long is it gonna take? I don't know. It could take you a couple weeks. I mean, I think you could even find a job before that, okay? You could probably find 2 jobs here in a couple weeks. Once again, I said just, you know, jobs to get money coming in. I didn't say you're gonna find the greatest job in your career for that you wanna do, but you can find something to get work, to get started and get money coming in. So there is no mythical answer for how long it's gonna take. There is no mythical answer for, you know, how hard it is, okay? So just get here, get to work, start looking wherever you can. Maybe you take a job as a cashier somewhere, maybe you take a job delivering pizzas, maybe you take a job putting the toppings on pizzas, maybe you take a job doing janitorial work, cleaning houses, whatever, just to get started. You may have to do that. That's a very real possibility, but it's only temporary. Remember, it's only temporary and you're just getting started here in Vegas. So don't freak out about it. Don't think that you're gonna be condemned to doing that for the rest of your life, because if you're gonna stay at that job, that's your choice too. Okay, it's all your choice. Just get the job, get started, and you can always move up from there. Okay, you may not start off in the best spot. Most people don't when they come here. All right, most people have to come here, they just have to get started somewhere, and they have to move on from there. Okay, tons and tons of people have come here before you and done it, so you can do it yourself. A lot of people that are no smarter than you have come here, found jobs, been able to get started, and be able to move up from there. You can do the same. That's it for this video, guys. I'm Jacob, and this is My Life in Vegas.